Hello guys. These next videos are coming mega late. I've been very busy, so it's been hard to do movie theater reviews, but I'm just gonna do 3 straight weeks of an episode of movie theater reviews. I kind of did something like this years ago when I couldn't really record regularly like I used to because I was shifting, moving. So I kind of had to stagnate the movie reviews till like in the fall, and I just did a bunch of videos. This is gonna be kind of like that, only very small, like only three. This one we're talking about today is the movie Elvis. This came out earlier this year. It's rated PG-13. It's 2 hours and 39 minutes long. It is rated PG-13. It has a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb with about 100,000-ish user votes, and it has a 64% on Metacritic with about 264 critics. It was directed by Baz Luhrmann, who made the Great Gatsby remake. It stars Tom Hanks, who you know from like Forrest Gump and all that, and newcomer Austin Butler, who, let's see what else he's in here. I gotta wait till this loads. He had a role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It must have been a smaller role though. And the Rotten Tomatoes here, the movie got 78% by critics with about 365 critics, and 94% by audiences with about 10,000-ish audience people. So the critics' consensus is the standard rock biopic formula gets all shook up in Elvis, with Baz Luhrmann's dazzling energy and style perfectly complemented by Austin Butler's outstanding lead performance. The audience, they say that, like the man himself, Elvis delivers dazzling, crowd-pleasing entertainment that provokes a wide range of emotions. All right, so I saw this with Corey. This movie's fantastic. Baz Luhrmann, I was surprised to hear this, but I think Corey told me this, that he is actually hasn't made hardly a lot of movies at all. Like, he really takes his time with this movie making. So, to be honest, in all honesty, I haven't seen all of his movies, but I've seen most of them. And I'd say, so far, in my viewing, this might be his best work. And I think a lot of it is because his style is used in the best way in this movie for Elvis. Because here's the thing: if you really think about it, how many one of the biggest stars ever, how many biography films do you know of him? I mean, there's a few, but nothing like this. Nothing that was big theatrically. The only one I can think of on the top of my head is one that Kurt Russell was in when he played him, and that was even a TV movie. This is like big. Um, there's not really anything bad thing about it. The only thing with this movie, it is a Lorman style, a bad style. If you not like that style, you're not gonna like this movie at all. However, I will say, like, the acting in this film is phenomenal. Um, the only other thing is that the Tom Hanks character, he kind of guides the story a little bit, and because of the nature of the guy he's portraying, it might throw some people off a little bit, but it's not anything bad in a technical sense. The guy who plays Elvis, he's amazing. He gets it down. Like, they go through so many of the big Elvis moments so well, and you just feel that magic. You feel the magic of Elvis in this movie. You feel that impact he had on people. The movie does a great job of that. For going through pretty much a good chunk of his life in 2.5 hours, they did great. Like, I barely felt the length at all. It's paced really well. Um, they did a great job with filmography. They did a great job covering what influenced him and who he took stuff from. And they portrayed it in a way that didn't seem like he was stealing from people as much as just like, oh, wow, that's cool. I want to do something like that. You know? So it might not be life accurate, because I don't know if how much of, because I know there's a lot of critics who said that he just stole work from other artists, but the way the film portrayed it seemed more kind of like out of like fan passion is more than money. But oh well. At the end of the day, though, the film does a great job with Elvis. I mean, the music, the acting, the atmosphere, the pacing, the writing. It's just a really well executed film. I will say though, out of Tom Hanks is good in this movie. Don't get me wrong, but it is very weird seeing him play a kind of a more shady character. It's not something I'm really used to, and it's weird. I think I remember hearing some people actually consider this one of his lesser performances, which is really weird to think about. Because how often do you hear about Tom Hanks not giving a good performance? And the thing is, he's not bad in this movie. It's just the character he portrays is very, very against type in terms of like the nature of the character. You know, we're not used to seeing that from Tom Hanks, so it can throw some people off a little bit. But overall, what a great movie. Solid, acting, pacing. I mean, the only other movie I can think of I haven't seen of his is that Romeo and Juliet movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I think I've seen the rest of his stuff, but I'm not quite sure. But I know for sure I haven't seen that one. That's like his first movie. That one did well too, from what I heard. So I may have to check that one out. But as far as my awareness is concerned, this is like probably his best work, which truly says something. And I don't know why it is, other than I feel like he kind of reminds me a little bit of Zack Snyder. He has his own style and way of doing things to the point where it can alienate some people, but you can't deny that it's still impressive. And I think, and like Zack Snyder, I think his stuff works best when he has an established base to work with. Like Zack Snyder's best work is when he like covers has comic books or graphic novels to work off from. And so far, it seems like his best work is kind of in a similar way, where he has a book or a biography to work off of. Although that hasn't always been the case for either one, or especially him. I think Zack Snyder probably got screwed more than him, but still, there are some similarities with how these directors do these things. But overall, this is like a fantastic movie. I do recommend it. I mean, it's not in theaters anymore. If it is, it's like there's only probably one person there because it's been out for like months. But it is available for streaming and all that, so I do recommend checking it out for sure. And I will say, watching it in theaters was great because you kind of got a lot of cool glimpses during like concert scenes and some stuff like that. It was just really solid. If this ever gets put in theaters again, definitely check it out in theaters because it's a good one to see in theaters for sure. But overall, really good movie. I definitely recommend it. But that's all I really gotta say about it. Thanks for watching, guys. In case you want to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you don't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. The first one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in the About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere, anytime. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.